What's up, heroes? Darling in the Franxx preview is out tomorrow for episode 16. This is going to be a pre-talk of that preview and the episode as a whole, which will come out on Saturday. So stay tuned. Be sure you're subscribed and have notifications on for that preview when I release it tomorrow, and also when the actual episode, almost a chapter, comes out on Saturday, because I'll definitely be covering both of those. But for now, let's hype it up a little bit by talking about what happened at the end of chapter 15. Chapter again. This is, for those of you that don't know, I do a lot of RWBY videos. I'm a big RWBY fan, and RWBY goes by volumes and chapters, not seasons and episodes, so I mix those up sometimes. Anyways, Darling in the Franxx. So yeah, let's talk about Darling in the Franxx. Episode 15 ended on a crazy note, and let's talk about what might happen in the preview and episode 16. So to recap some of the really important things in the ending, we have the Nines seemingly recognize 02 and Hero's unison in Strelezia, that red form of Strelezia. They say, now's the time. They go in and help clear the plantation out. So right away, that is interesting that the Nines already recognize that red form. Ape says that the Grand Crevice is clear once that plantation is clear, Squad 13's plantation, of course. And shortly after that, 02's horns glow. We get a very short scene, probably honestly less than 1 second long even, of 02. And her horns are small again, one's even broken, and they do glow. Right after that happens, that giant arm appears, takes out almost all of Squad 13's plantation after all that, and takes out that core along with it from that first Calaxosaur that they had to fight, that giant one. I'm forgetting the name of it right now. It wasn't a Gutenberg class, but it was like crazier than that even. So they take out that it takes out that Calaxos core. Does it take it or like pull the core back underground? I'm not sure, but the core is gone once it appears and, you know, goes back underground. 9 Omega says, wow, instant reaction. So it seems like he knows, like, expected that to happen, but he was impressed that it happened so quickly. It's a very interesting thing for him to say, wow, instant reaction. So what might we see in episode 16? Well, if we look back at episode 13, it ended on a very happy note with Hero and 02 kind of coming along together again, remembering each other from the past. Episode 14 took that a whole different spin, though. That was the episode when everyone started hating on Ichigo and things started to go bad. Now episode 15 comes around, and we have a happy ending again for the most part, less that giant arm. It's giving me vibes of episode 13. In episode 16, will we see things go bad again? It's possible. There's 25 episodes left. I don't think things are going to suddenly just get better on episode 16, when we still have 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So that's going to be interesting. I'm sure things are going to go bad, but is it going to be exactly like episode 13 and 14? Maybe, maybe not. Episode 13 and 14 were basically like part 1 and part 2, while basically every other episode of Darling in the Franxx before that was episodic for the most part. We had a unison plot, but they were rather episodic. 15 and 16 might be the same kind of thing. We might have it, you know, this might feel like more of a part 2 of episode 16, or maybe it'll just go more episodic into the end of the show. I'm not really too sure yet. There's still a lot of questions that need to be answered, but I'm a little bit worried. I mean, I do think we'll still get that Rebellion arc. I do. I actually have a really cool theory I'm working on. Obviously, I'm still working on the Blue Oni theory. That is going to be out pretty soon. I've been working on that for like a week. But I have a overall grand theory that I could talk about now, but I don't want to like spoil anything in my theory, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but let me just tell you what it's about, kind of. So I think I know what the Calaxosaur are. I think I know where they came from, and I think I know why the parasites are the way they are, and I think I'm really piecing the story together, man. And it is a theory, and it contradicts something that was apparently leaked from Japan, which was the actual theory. And I'll be making a video on that too. Basically, I have 2 theories coming up on the entire show and how it's going to play out. Theory 1 is the one that I was just talking about that I came up with. Theory 2 that's going to be coming out is going to be related to this apparent leak from Japan on what Ape is, what the Calaxosaur are. Basically the same thing. So I have 2 theories coming out that are going to be like wrapping up the whole show, so to speak. I kind of feel like the leaked theory from Japan is fake, though, because it's very contradictory to what we've seen in the show so far. I don't want to, like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything from these theories because I'm going to be making separate videos on these, so I'm being very vague right now for a reason. But the leaked theory from Japan seems rather fishy to me. I'm going to make a video on it anyway because it's interesting, to be honest, even if it's not, like, true. Still a really interesting theory, and I think you guys will enjoy me covering that. But I'm pretty hopeful in my own headcanon, in my own theory, that I'm also going to be working on, and I'm sure you guys are going to like that too. So yeah, that's what's on the way. Blue Oni theory, those 2 theories. Obviously, the episode 15 preview or 16 preview I'll cover tomorrow. And like I said, episode 16 as a whole, I will review on Saturday when that comes out. So stay tuned for all that stuff. I just wanted to make this video to kind of recap episode 16, some of the highlights from the ending, and talk about how it might lead, episode 15 ending, and how that might lead into episode 16. Kind of make this video to hype us up because Darlie Fra is coming back. We were on that hiatus for kind of 2 weeks almost, even though we had an episode on, this last weekend. It was a special episode, so it's been basically 2 weeks, dude. So let's start getting that hype again, full force. Join the Darlie Fra Discord if you're not in it, and join my Discord, HeroHei, if you're not in it as well. Chat with me in real time and a bunch of other cool people there as well. If you do that or comment down below, I'll definitely catch you next time.